Good afternoon, sunshines. It is 4:44 to be exact, and I kid you not. You don't believe me? You don't have to believe me, but it is exactly 4:44, and I'm looking this way. My camera's that way, so you might see me looking in that direction because I have my phone angled in the horizontal way. But yes, this is 4:44. And what is it, July the 8th? Anyway, the point is, I got on here to make sure that everybody is on a hydration. And why is this so important? So, I woke up this morning. I'm just going to be transparent here. I woke up this morning and I noticed that I was a little bit more tired. And I carried that from yesterday. You know, I was feeling a lot more tired and sluggish than usual. And so I woke up this morning feeling that way. Of course, the night before I didn't get a lot of sleep. But then this morning I got a lot more sleep than I did before, but I was still tired when I woke up. And so I was like, well, what's going on with me, right? Well, one thing I did, like I had this meeting to go to, right, this morning. And because I felt tired, I did what a lot of people do when you get tired. You reach for caffeine. And I did. And I reached for a drink because I knew I was going to be tired and I knew I was going to need something to boost me. And it wasn't like a Monster drink, but it was like some coffee with extra shots in it. Okay. Well, I had that, and for a while it gave me a bit of boost, right? And so during the meeting I was all right. But then after the meeting I noticed I was starting to crash down some more. And I was like, wait a minute. And I said, I know why. Internally, instinctively, I said, I'm dehydrated. Now, caffeine would do that to you. And considering that I had a coffee drink that had extra espresso in it, I knew the dehydration must be it. So I kind of did a little internet search and found out that dehydration there are symptoms of it, you know. For example, if you are dehydrated, it's going to automatically make you feel sluggish and tired, and it's automatically going to affect your brain because it's going to affect the blood flow going to your brain, and so that's what contributes to people getting that feeling of brain fog and mental fatigue. Okay, and so I can feel all of that happening within me, and I said, I got to do something about this. And so I kind of drank some water, but what I know about water is water in and of itself, if it's not full of electrolytes or it's not electrified by something externally like a lemon or a lime where the pH balance is leveled a bit and it's giving some more electricity, it's dead. It's dead. So I was drinking some water that I got almost, I don't know if you want to call it tap, but you know, it was, I went to a gas station, grabbed some water, whatever. And I'm like, no, this is not going to cut it. Not with the way I felt, not with the amount of caffeine I had this morning, not with the tiredness that came in with this morning. I said, nope, that's not going to be enough. I said, okay, I know what I need. See, your body tells you what you need. Your intelligence guide inside your body often tells you what you need if you're willing to listen. And so I said, I need a hydrating thing to consume. And something that has a lot of water content. And what has a lot of water content that you consume? Melons. Exactly. Cantaloupe. Honey melon dew. Watermelon. Now, the reason why these are so good is because as a mix, not only do they have excess water content, like about 90 to 92% water content, they also contain, as a mixture, they have additional benefits like potassium and magnesium, right? Which is good for someone like me And I noticed as I was consuming, and so what I did was I got a bowl of this mixed melon fruit because I just knew instinctively this is what I needed to do. Body intelligence. Listen to it. You got to know. And I started eating, and I immediately started to feel better. I can't explain it, but I could tell because the hydration, that content, and whatever is inside of it, I could feel better. I said, okay, this is what I needed. So I'm saying this to say, especially since it's the summertime and the heat is revving up, as much as we love to drink caffeinated drinks, I'd be very leery about, over drinking or being overstimulated by caffeine or drinking too much caffeine or, drinking these drinks, these energy drinks with too much caffeine or drinking caffeinated drinks, including coffee and even in some cases, tea. I don't think it's as bad as coffee. Coffee might have more tea. I might be wrong, but coffee content, depending on how much espresso in there, whatever the case, could have more caffeine content than just, steeping tea. Or it depends on the tea, because if you got white tea or some other black tea, maybe. I don't know. But the point is, you put that caffeine in your system, caffeine is going to dehydrate you. And it's already hot out here. We're already in late 90s and triple-digit heat right now. So, water, just straight, not even bottled water, because that's dead water, y'all. If you check the pH level of a lot of these waters, they don't have enough to really give you the balance that your body needs to maintain, especially during these times. You're going to have to up the scale. That's the reason why I say watermelon. Get some melons in your life, or berries, or citrusy fruit. You got to do it. And you're going to have to figure out how to keep your energy boosted without overstimulating yourself with caffeine, especially during this heat. No, sir. Or no, ma'am, or no, whatever. So, stay hydrated, sunshine. That's all I'm going to tell you. Please do. Anyway. Talk to y'all later. Have a good one.